DESTINY WINSTON. Officers responded to the 6300 block of Shadow Bend Drive for a disturbance involving a male. When officers arrived on scene, they attempted to make contact with the male. When they attempted to make contact, they approached the location and observed the male was in possession of a baseball bat and refusing to exit the location. Due to the weapon observed, the possible violent confrontation that may occur, and the fact that the male was refusing to exit the location, SWAT was called to the scene to assist. With the assistance of SWAT, the male then exited the residence peacefully and without incident. The male is not under arrest at this time. He was transported to a hospital for evaluation. There were no injuries reported. Residents nearby were evacuated, but they have since been allowed to return. Some street closures were, some streets were shut down, but they've now been reopened. Is there any questions?
Do we know who called on him?
We don't have the exact information on who placed the call, but there was a call made that a male was involved in some kind of disturbance and that officers' response was needed. We don't have a lot of information regarding, when we first arrive on scene. Sometimes it's just as simple as that, and officers get here and then they observe what's going on and make the determination from there.
How long were people displaced? Sorry.
So it was maybe, I don't have an exact time frame. It was fairly quick. Luckily, with the SWAT, they were able to bring it to a peaceful resolution fairly quickly. So, and it was only nearby residences. It wasn't the entire neighborhood. So,
do you know if you guys had been called to this location before?
I don't have the history on how many times we've been called to this location before.
So when we were here earlier, we saw SWAT in full tactical gear, and turns out this guy only had a baseball bat. So why was it necessary to have, SWAT here?
So something like a baseball bat is a weapon, right? So you can kill somebody with a baseball bat. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that everyone is safe. We want to make sure that the person inside refusing to come out remains safe, and that our officers remain safe. That's the utmost importance. So we make sure that we take all precautions and utilize those units that are tactically skilled and make sure we have everything in place, because we don't know how the situation is going to progress and what's going to happen. So as first responders, we have to be prepared for anything.
Sergeant Herring said that they talked back and forth with the male for about 30 minutes. Is there any way you can share what that exchange was like?
I don't have information on what their entire conversation is, but that is normal before, obviously, we try to talk with somebody, get them to come out peacefully, and unfortunately that doesn't happen in all situations. But luckily in this situation, with the assistance of SWAT, the male exited the residence and it was a peaceful resolution.
How many times has SWAT been, as far as we know, there's been 3 SWAT incidents in the last 24 hours. Is there more? Is it an increasing number and frequency of SWAT incidents in Austin?
I don't have the exact statistics, on how many times SWAT is utilized, monthly or anything like that, but I can tell you, it just varies. It just depends on the situation that officers respond to. So again, we want to take all the precautions to make sure that everyone's safe.
So earlier you said a man with a baseball bat needed SWAT to respond because he needed to take all necessary precautions. So we brought semi-automatic machine guns, robots, tear gas, everything for a man with a Louisville Slugger. Is that what you're saying?
SWAT utilizes different distraction techniques as well as different tactical, different tactical intel, different tactical gear. We basically utilize everything available to make sure that we bring the incident to a peaceful resolution. You guys good? Thank you so much.